It's on now. Yo, what up, everybody? How you guys doing? Got a question. Do you guys carry a Sig every day? Would you guys daily carry a Sig Sauer? 365 or the 365X? Especially whatever, the controversy that's going on with the 320. How do you feel? What's your opinion? What do you guys' opinion on carrying a 365? Do you think it's reliable? You think it's similar to the 320? What's your take on it? I'd like to know, what's your opinion? Type down below. Would you carry a Sig every day? Anybody out there who's ever thought about purchasing a 365? They have different variants. They got macro, they got your XL, they got your X, they got tac ops. So would you carry a Sig every day? Yeah, I know there's plenty of options out there, but would you carry a Sig every day? You think it's reliable? Do you trust it? But let's talk about the 365 though, not the 320, the 365. Would you carry a 365 everywhere? What's your thoughts? What's your opinion on the 365? You think it's reliable? Think it's worthy enough to carry everywhere? You think it's reliable to carry everywhere? What's your opinion? Do you think this is gonna go off? You think if I pick it up and drop it on the floor, it's gonna go off like the 320? We should try it. But I don't think this one would go off. I've already tried it. I've already threw it on the floor. I've hit it with the mallet. Hit it with one of them 15-pound weights. Hit it right at the back though. Hit it at the back, the side. And I almost feel like I was gonna break the frame before anything. And it didn't go off. I put a live round in there and it didn't go off, so it surprised me. It really did. Based on all the controversy and based on everybody's opinion. So what's your take? Would you carry a Sig everywhere? Would you carry the 365 especially? Do you think it's worthy enough? You guys think it's reliable? What's your take on the 365? The 365 line itself. How do you guys feel? These things do come with an external safety on them as well. I just pull mine off. What's your take on these? 365X or the 365 macro? Do you think the Sig is worthy enough? Do you think the Sig 365 is reliable enough? Have you guys heard of any stories of a 365 going off? Just like the 320? I haven't. But maybe you have. But do you guys think this is even worthy enough to be carried on the holster? Type down below, how do you feel about the 365? Would any of you guys carry a 365? Heck, would any of you guys go and actually purchase a 365? Or what if one was given to you? Would you carry it? Jimmy says that he's heard earlier the 365s have reliability issues. Yeah, I've also heard a little, I've heard a little chit chat about it too. So I'm a little curious. I got two of them here, and I've had the only problem, in all honesty, I had, and I think it was the 21 round stick. The X macro version. That's the only little issue I had. I put the 17 round back in there and it ran fine. Other than the fact of just you needing to clean it a lot. That would probably be the only, reliability issue I had on this one here, is just having to clean it so often. Other than that, it runs. But I've also seen that there's this one dude online, Cuvo Tactical, and I was watching a video of him, testing out the fuse, and he also had a little bit of problems with his 21 round mag. So it could be that new 21 round mag that just has a little bit of flaws on it. Sam says, does your macro have comps on the side? No, it doesn't have a comp, but the barrel is it's ported. See if I can get a little shot of it. Let's try to get this. So yeah, it has a V6 ports on the macro slide. Well, it's not a macro slide. It's actually an XL slide, which is it's the same length as the macro. It just has an XL stamp on it because the XL was here first before the macro. But yeah, no, it doesn't have any comp. It just has your regular V6 ports on it, which does help with mitigating some of the recoil. And it makes it for a pretty fun shooting experience. I like it. I know that before I didn't have it, it just had a little bit of snap to it. But ever since we got the porting done to it, and we got that aluminum frame, it really helped it out. But to your question, no, it doesn't have a comp on it. But Sam, would you carry a 365? What are your thoughts? Do you think it's reliable? You ever thought about purchasing a 365? Maybe a macro, tac ops, fuse even. I know the fuse is it's about an inch longer than this one here. So it almost feels like, you have a full-size gun, which is good and bad because you might as well just go full size at that point. But it also a little bit thinner, so that's gonna help for printing. So my opinion, I'd rather just, if I had to choose between a fuse and a Glock 19, I'm gonna choose the Glock 19. But what's everybody's opinion? What do you guys feel about the 365? You guys heard any stories about 365s going off? You guys heard any stories of having any reliability issues on the 365 platform? Thanks, Sam. It's a nice setup. I appreciate that. Sam carries the 365 frame with the X slide and radiating. Damn, that's a dope setup you have as well, Sam. That radian, that thing is sick, man. Every video I see on it, that thing it's just super smooth. It's cool, man. So yeah, you also got a dope setup, man. Much props to you, Sam. That is pretty cool. Anybody else got a Radian? How do you guys feel about the Radian? This one here, I'm thinking about getting the Radian for it as opposed to getting it ported. Because I can send this one off and get it ported and Cerakoted and all, but I'm really interested in that Radian. So that's something that I'm going to be working on getting for that one there. So that's going to be it's going to be cool. I know Sam likes his Radian. Is that a Wilson combat grip? Yeah, it is this is the Wilson combat grip. It's the snub nose to fit the X slide, and it's a 17 round. So it's, you know, it's the macro grip, but in snub nose. So it's pretty cool. So I don't know if anybody's aware, but if you have an X slide, you can also get the Wilson Combat snub nose grip. Never heard probably the 365 Onium. Model 1, 320. Staccato. Yeah, the modularity of SIGs is cool. Really, I mean, yeah, no, I agree with you. Even, you know, I'm not even gonna bullshit. Like, sometimes I think, like, fuck, man. You know, I got two SIGs here. Like, you know, if I ever want to get rid of them in the future, as much as I spend on these ones, I'll only be able to get a fraction of what I paid out of them. Just because, you know, just doing parts of the bad reputation they have, man, and that reputation is reliability, unfortunately. But me, I'm fortunate to have these two good FCUs because they work. You know, I haven't had any issues yet. Knock on wood. You know, so yeah, I can say mines are reliable. And yeah, no, I agree, Jimmy. The 19X should have won that military contract. Oh yeah, I 100% agree with that. Only one Model 320 has a problem. If you don't have the first gen curve trigger 320, you won't have a problem. Is that right, Sam? That's no, it's some pretty good info right there. I didn't know any of that. I mean, you know, when you hear 320, all you hear, you know, you just first thing you think about is that shit just going off on its own. So, no, man, if anybody else doesn't know, that's some pretty good info right there. You know, so Jimmy says, to be honest, Sig has become a scummy company. I don't want to give them any of my hard-earned cash. Damn, fucking Sig. Nah, man, hey, I don't blame you. Shit, I do not blame you, man. Especially when you see those videos of, you know, people getting hit in the leg from those fucking, you know, from them 320s. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I mean, you know, I just like I was saying before, like I love my setups right here, but there is times too where, you know, I may have just, you know, a fraction of a buyer's remorse. So, you know, just because I go online and I hear stuff, Sig this, Sig that, Sig this, I'm like, boo, god damn, did I make the right decision? But it's all right. You know, you live in, and if these don't work out, I have others, so it'll be all right. But no, man, I respect that opinion, man, because shit, man, it's like, you know, I'm in construction, and if we had a bad name, we wouldn't be able to get any work. No one would want to give us their money, you know. So yeah, man, it's a tough one for Sig. Really, really is, man. It'd be nice if they were to just step up and fucking just acknowledge that, you know, all their fuck ups. But instead, they're blaming everybody else. They're blaming holsters. They're blaming the users. So yeah, I don't know how Sig's gonna get out of that one. I don't. Who knows? Maybe one day they just may end up trying to redeem themselves, and it would be to their benefit if they would. But maybe they'll just end up doing what they're doing now and just blaming everybody else. You never know. Never know. Yeah, it's a tough one for Sig, man. It really, really is. They're gonna like really have to change shit up in order to bring people back in, if people would ever even wanna come back in. Jimmy was saying he was actually gonna buy a P365 and ended up buying a Glock 30 instead. Damn. You see, man, Sig is losing out, man. They're losing out on mad sales. Really. It's like, look at, if they would have had a better reputation, I'm sure Jimmy at that time would have got the 365. But yeah, man, marketing sucks balls, especially when you have fucking shit going off in the holster when you're just, you're barely holstering it in. Or when you're just coming outside of a fucking cop car, your shit goes off on you. So Sig, they have a lot of work to do. Who knows? And Jimmy says he's gonna get the PDP compact next. Oh shit. Nah, that's a great choice right there. PDP compact. Yeah, I was looking at what was it? The CZ75 compact, I believe. Don't quote me on that one. The CZ Shadow 2, believe, compact. Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, I was looking at another one today, the CZ Shadow 2 compact. That thing looks freaking sick. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about that one, but yeah, I love, you know, I love aluminum frames. I love metal frames. And my brother has a CZ too, and he's always fucking just bragging about, oh, my CZ, my CZ. Now I understand why. Now I understand why. I didn't really get it before, but now I do. 207 me, P365 yes, and P320 nope. Damn. Hell yeah, that's it's commendable, man. Right now, that 320, it's just not looking good for the 320. Definitely not looking good. So yeah, hell yeah, P365. The CZ Shadow Carry looks nice. Same with the Sig X5 Reserve. Oh shit. You know what? I haven't I don't think I've seen what that Reserve. Oh shit. The Sig Reserve. Alright. Damn. That thing looks fucking sick as shit, man. And it's it's 226, so it's a little bit different, man. 226 and 365 are different than the 320s. Chevy says I got the CZ97B. Oh shit, that's the 45 one. Damn. That is dope. That is dope. 97. But Chevy, what about you, Chevy? Would you rock with a P365? Would you carry one? Would you trust it? What's your opinion on the 365? I would say macro or fuse or whatever, but it all the FCU is the same. So what's your opinion on the 365? Do you think it's gonna go off on you if you were to carry it? You could shoot your nuts off. No, just kidding. But what do you think? Would you carry one? Would you go buy one at the store? Shit. Yeah, I know, man. Sig is just JLE. Says I switched back to my Glock from a P365 macro. Damn. And hey JLE, why was that? If you don't mind me ask, is it due in part to the reputation of Sig, or what was the reason on why you switched JLE? If you don't mind me asking, I'd like to know. It says I think 365 is good, but not the 320. Yeah, man. I got that same opinion, Chevy. I feel that the 365 is far superior to the 320. So yeah, no, that's why, and that's why I purchased these here too. Even I remember, at the academy, the dude was pushing for me to get a 320. It just didn't feel right in my hand, so I'm actually glad I didn't. Says Jerry Lee says, well, I keep seeing videos of the trigger return spring breaking on the 365. Oh shit, that's pretty well, that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen any, but I'm gonna have to now look that up though. I'm gonna have to look that up, JLE. Thanks for that info. Shit, cause I shoot these a lot, and man, I fucking be pissed if these were to break. I think Sam A says he thinks Sig have a lot better accuracy than the Glocks. Really? That's that's pretty interesting. But yeah, man, the trigger return spring, man, that is fuck, man. Fucking Sig, man. Now you got me second guessing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna run this until just ride it till the wheels fall off, pretty much. And Jelly says, I have the Ramjet on the macro module now. It's a range toy. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, everybody who has that Ramjet, they're always happy, so that's a great choice. Great choice. Now, oh yeah, on the macro module. Okay. Hell yeah, that's dope, man. That is dope. This Jimmy says the Sig 550. Let me look that shit up. Sig 550. Oh, that's a rifle. Okay. All right. Damn, that shit looks fucking sick. That is pretty sick. Yeah, I had never heard of that, so I had to look that up. But yeah, no, that is fucking sick. Yeah, I like rifles. Jelly says he likes the hump grip of the Glocks also. Yeah, I like 'cause I got big hands, so I mean, to me the Glock, it just has just this natural feel. I like these because they're really small. When you wear tighter fit clothing and stuff, it's easier to conceal. But I just love the fact that with the Glock, with my hands, I got big old hands. It just melts into my hands. So yeah, no, I fucking yeah, I agree with that. Mine feels, especially like my 45, when I put the large like that large beaver tail. Oh my god, that thing just fits in my hands like a perfect Michael Jackson glove. Let me tell you. So nah, man, I like the grip on my 45, especially with that little longer beaver tail. It just melts in my hands. Pretty sweet. In Switzerland, they have the conscription and they get Sig 550s. Damn, they take them home when they're done with their service. Damn. Jimothy says, I would not. I just ripped on a CZ P10C today and it's pretty great. Ah, man. Shout out to all the CZ owners out there. Hell yeah, CZ is a dope choice. Shout out to all the CZ owners out there. Jimothy says, CZ gang rise up. That's pretty cool. But right now, this is the Sig gang right now, the 365 in particular. The 365 gang. Just for right now, up until shit starts breaking, then we're gonna have to fucking switch back to Glock. So let's hope and pray that this motherfucker don't break. Cause we all know Sig just doesn't have the best reputation. Sammy says, I love the grip on staccatos for big hands. You know what? I've never shot a staccato. Never have. I will one day, but I've never shot a staccato, so I look forward to that. I'm gonna take your word on the grip for big hands thing, cause I know I do see, every video I see on it, I like the fact that it's, nice full size big grip. So I think it would fit great in my hands. Staccatos are boogie guns. Man, oh shit, in fact, I was just watching the video with Colin Noir, and he was shooting this small little staccato, and god damn, man, for being a small little staccato like that, that thing had no fucking recoil, man. One day I'll get one. One day I'll get one. So it's all good. I'm gonna speak it into fruition. Alan Perkins says, I do in fact carry a P365. It's great. The question is the 320. Oh man. Yep, that is the question, man. It's that goddamn fucking 320, man. Ah, man, that 320. Sam A says, that's what I thought until I said, fuck it. And then I got the STIXC. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit, I'm almost there. I'll get to that point where I'll be able to go pay for that shit all cash, and I'm almost there. Almost there. So yeah, I'll have a staccato. It's gonna be dope. But yeah, man. For right now, these are my little concealed carries, and they're pretty reliable. For right now, up until gets fucking really really dirty, or who knows, like what if that fucking what if that spring starts messing up with me, like JLE was talking about. So yeah, who knows. But it's okay, because if these end up just taking a shit on me, then I'm just gonna go back to Glock, because everybody knows that for that price range, Glock is just gonna last. And then if I want to get if I want to step it up, then I'm gonna either go with CZ or a fucking Walther. Oh yeah, give me that fucking PDP compact. Yeah, he said, Jimmy says, I conceal carry a Walther PPK. Damn. Oh, like they had that James Bond one. Hell yeah. That's fucking cool, man. That little fucking mini Walther. I remember playing the fucking 007, just always wanting to just shoot with that gun. That shit was cool as shit. You guys remember that fucking 007 game on the Nintendo? That was fucking dope. With the golden gun and everything. Fucking one shot, one kill. That was cool. That was dope. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Sig, fucking 365 is getting some love. Little bit of love. So yeah, that's fucking dope, man. Who else in here would comfortably carry a fucking 365 with them? What are you guys' opinion on this 365? Type down below, what's your guys' opinion on the 365? We all know the 320. 320 is 320. Now, let's talk about the 365. You guys heard any rumors of these, malfunctioning, or let us know. Type down below, what have you guys heard? What what negative stuff have you heard about the 365 platform? Type down below, because there's a few of us in here, you know, who are 365 owners. So it'd be good to just get that info out so we could all just maybe double check ours or whatever. So I know me on mine, I haven't had any issues other than just, you know, having to clean it. And this is the one that needs to be cleaned the most. And I think it's because of the ports that we got in here. Because I actually got this one before I had got this one, and I've never cleaned this one. And yeah, this one just runs like a charm. This one has not ever had no issue. This one here, I'll tell you right now, I did have an issue, and that's because it's fucking got all gunked up in there, you know, from shooting dirty ass ammo. And once I cleaned it, it was all good. Nikolai says it's just rust. Wild Gilly says, I'd carry 365 all day, no issues. Now I'd carry a high point before a 320. Damn. For real, man. Shit. Because with the high point, shit, it's either like, you know, hit or miss with that. You don't know if it's going to shoot or if it's just going to fucking, you know, blow up. And the 320, shit, that shit'll just shoot you in your fucking leg when you're putting that shit back in the holster. Or shoot you in the other leg when you're just moving around. So, yeah, I feel the same way about the 320. But, and what do you mean by the rust? Are you guys talking about those videos about, you know, the little bit of speckles on the magazine? Because if you're getting little, you know, maybe speckles on the magazine, that's just the finish. It's nothing that's like, you know, structurally wrong with that metal. I got those same little speckles right here. And when I seen them, I got fucking sandpaper. It was probably like an 800 grit just to like kind of take it off. And ever since then, I've had no issues. It didn't rust. There's no rust in it. It doesn't feel like it's fucking weak or anything. So, yeah, I'll tell you right now, I did see a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of speckles on the magazines. And with a little bit of that sandpaper, you know, it was all good. So, yeah, I remember a while back, I seen a video of that dude GHG Hustle, you know, him getting his X macro, and then him, you know, I seen a video of him selling his X macro because he's talking about the rust and stuff like that. And there was actually a couple of them dudes too. So yeah, I mean, fucking Sig, man. The 320 is a nutcracker. For real, man. The 320 is definitely a nutcracker, man. Jimmy is not lying about that shit. Sad May, I think the Sig modular setup just gets a lot dirtier than the Glock, and usually if you get those spots, I'd get a toothbrush with gun oil so you don't scratch the fuck out of the gun. See, the thing is, like I was saying, on the magazines, it's just a little bit of like, you know, just a little bit of speckles of fucking of like rust on the finish of the gun. But I know that structurally there's nothing wrong with that metal. I know that. You know, I can throw that shit on the ground as hard as shit. In fact, it's fell on the ground plenty of times. It hasn't cracked or broken or any of that thing. So I know that metal, you know, is structurally sound. Maybe that finish, you know, that they spray on is fucking garbage. Could be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the expert. But I've had these a few years and they're not rusted to shit. I wish I could just grab it, take it out, and show everybody exactly what they look like, but YouTube will kick me the hell out of here. But yeah, no, you know, I'll be straight up with you. Like, I'll tell you, you know, there's a little bit of, you know, speckles on it, but, you know, it's not there's nothing wrong with it. They still work for me. They work really well. So yeah, I can see why when people see a little bit of stuff like that, they're gonna just get rid of it. But look it up close. Like there's no rust on anything else. Like there's no rust on the barrel or anything. It's just fucking dirty. But like yeah, there's no rust on them. Or at least mine. And I'm in Texas too. So our weather here is fucking trash. To where it's like really, really humid and shit. You know, I have other cheap ass parts that have gotten a little bit of rusted. So yeah, no man. I think Jimmy says people think it's rust, it's just copper from the ammo. Fools gotta chill. You know what? Yeah, I don't think it's rust. Like, cause if you know, I know what rust is, and when you get rust on metal, that shit eats it away, and then it'll just fucking break. Whatever's going on with the finish, it's not causing the metal on these magazines to be any weaker. So that's my that's my take on that portion. Yeah, I just don't understand how just people get all freaked out when they see a little bit of, you know, speckles of rust on their magazine. I really don't understand that. Luke Pugh, M18 and 365. Hell yeah, the M18. Shit, yeah. There's this Sig has the new one. What is it? It's like a M18 like MO MOS or so. It's a new fucking 320. And it's pretty interesting how Sig is coming out with the new variant of their 320. Pretty interesting. It is. Yeah, it's the 320 MOD. Pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, and this is a collaboration with Max Mitchell. So this is supposed to be the reliable one, according to Sig. Sam May, it's not just rust. It's from ammo. It gets carbon or whatever in the SIGs. If you have a tan SIG, you see the dirt so easy. And like I said, it's only one Model 320 with a problem. Yeah, shit. You know, I think I'd get that 320 MOD. See, this is a new one right here that I've seen. The 320 MOD. That right there looks dope as shit. Now I'd get this here because it's the new one. And you know there's this one's been vastly improved from all the older ones, so I'd definitely get this new one right here. Cause I am I still am a Sig fan, so like the one says, Sig Sauer to keep in the safe. Hell yeah. That's the one that just chills in the safe right there. I think just because it's a little bit pretty, it's a little cute. So that's why I keep her in the safe. Yeah, and that's the whole thing with Sig. It's, it's really, really modular. Really, really modular. You can start out, with your regular X or XL and just build off of that. Yeah, you can do that with Glock, but the thing with Glock is that, they have the serial number on the frame. And I just like to try to keep everything as original as I can. That's just my personal preference. I know everybody has their own preference on stuff. But I like to, me personally, I like to just try to keep all the serial numbers matching just for fucking legal purposes. That's it. You never know. You just get that one fucked up, that one messed up cop one day, or, you know. See, I like to keep everything original. And that's what sucks with Glock is that you can't take, they don't have a removable FCU like, Springfield does, like Sig does. Even Taurus has a removable FCU now. GX, was it that little GX2 and that GX4? You can pull that FCU out and get, a whole, you can get an aluminum grip frame. I think, what is Mischief Machine has those out now. So that's the only bad part I would say about Glock. Glock is they don't have a removable FCU. You see how Ruger and fucking Magpul teamed up and fucking thought outside the box? I wish Glock would have done that. If Glock would have done that, then I would have just, you would have been looking at two different Glock models right now with removable FCUs. Tony Lopez, Glock all day. Superly Node Supply Nodak says, I carry my 365X macro comp all day, every day. Sorry if I got the name wrong though, but hell yeah. 365X macro comp all day. How do you like it? How do you like how it shoots? I got this. This is the XL that's ported. So it's supposed to be pretty similar comp wise. I mean recoil wise, I'm sorry, to the X macro comp. So yeah. Jose Contreras. What's up, Jose Contreras? Let's be honest. How many times do you change your FCU into a new frame? Okay, I'll be honest. I've changed this FCU into 3 different frames. It started out with a 12 round. And then from the 12, I went to an X macro. And then that regular stock X macro one. And then from that X macro, I didn't like it, into this Icarus. And I think it's gonna now stay into the Icarus because I like the feel of this frame. So to your question, Tony, I've changed out that FCU a couple times into different frames, and that was my whole purpose of that was just to get a feel of whatever was the most comfortable setup for me. And I found that that macro, that whole macro package, that size wise was just best for me. And even when I got my X, I initially got my X from my wife for her to carry, and she didn't like it. She likes the 43X better. Oh, Glock 43, Glock, yeah. Yeah, so she didn't like it, so I ended up just keeping this, and then I ended up switching out the frame. So I ended up switching out the frame on that 2 different times. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I've switched out that frame a few times. She knows what's good. Hell yeah. Hey, nah, I don't blame her too, man. That little Glock just makes great shit. They really do. They really do, and that's why I also have, a few Glock products. Even I shoot a lot of Sig, but even my little range bag. You see, even my range bag. Even my range bag. So yeah, I'm split down the middle. I may be I'm split down the middle between Sig and Glock. That's me. Supply Nodak says, honestly, it shoots great. I sent 1,500 rounds through and it just feels natural to be now. Hell yeah. You know what I noticed with this little bitch right here? After around 1,200, I gotta start cleaning her. But I think it's because of the ports that we got drilled in here. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, this one, I haven't cleaned her ever since I got her. How's how's yours? Because I know that you got the X macro comp. How do you have to clean yours often? Because I know with this bitch, I gotta clean her all the time, man. I don't like it. Wish she could just be a dirty girl and I can just run her like that, but she wants to be clean. She's like, I want you to be clean before you do me. I'm like, bitch, I like dirty. I like it dirty. Nah, just kidding, but hell yeah, I love sucias too, man, and the tortas. Who doesn't? Especially after a few cold ones, you're like, come here, torta. Shit, you look good, girl. Yeah, and who doesn't love a sucia, man? Who doesn't love a sucia? Shit, if you know, you know. Still Tony knows what's up. But yeah, the Icarus grips, you know, with the finger grooves and the thumb rest, that shit is dope. Like whenever I grab it, you know, I can wrap my whole fingers around, you know, around there, and then I can just rest my fucking thumbs on those, and it just, man, everything just feels so sweet. Hell yeah, toxicas need love too, dog. Hell yeah. Hey, shit, if you're Latino, dog, you're married to a fucking toxica, dog. That's how all Latinas are fucking toxicas. So, especially if you're married to one. Tony says, "Where you from?" I'm from Texas. I'm originally from Cali, but I've been here in Texas like fucking 7, 8 years already. Hell yeah, fucking toxicas need love too, dog. Shit. Yes, they do, man. Especially tomorrow. Tomorrow is the fucking Toxica's fucking national holiday tomorrow, so yeah, we gotta make sure we fucking take care of our fucking Toxicas tomorrow. I clean it out of habit, not every time I go to the range, but after every 500 rounds would be great. I treat it like a good car. Keep her lube, maintain, and she'll treat you right. Yeah, I'm starting to think I might have to start treating this bitch right here, cause man, I love the way she runs. I love it, especially when I put that 21 round fucking stick in there when it wants to work. It just has that perfect fucking balance. It almost reminds me of like, you know, a mini fucking, you know, M17 and shit. It's just that cool little balance, man. Tony Lopez says, okay, cool, I'm still in Cali. Damn. What part of Cali you in, Tony Lopez? Loves and Marine veteran here. Did you serve? Nah, man, I didn't serve. I did not. I would have loved to, but I just didn't have the right guidance, man. So I did not have the right guidance, but that's either here or now. But nah, hey, much love to you, Norm. Much love to you, man. Much love and respect to anybody who's ever served in, you know, in our service, because those are the fucking real ones. Those are the ones that are, oh, that's what's up, 818, dog. Hell yeah. I'm from some valley, dog. That's where I'm originally from. So, yep, that's pretty dope, dog. 818. That's crazy. That is crazy. They're stalking me. Norm, oorah. Hell yeah, dog. I fucking got love for all our service members. SFV818, damn, hell yeah, that's what's up. That is what's up, man. Said I still got my 818 fucking area code after all this time being here in Texas. Everybody trips out like, why don't you get a Texas area code? Fuck no, I'm from the 818. I'm gonna keep that shit. That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty fucking cool to see somebody tapping in from the valley, man. That is fucking dope as shit. And even Jimmy too, man. 323. That's pretty cool, man, to see people tapping in from back home. That shit puts a big ass smile on my face, man. That's fucking cool as shit. Hell yeah. Oil and gas says, get rid of the Wilson Combat and buy another Icarus. Dude, that's what I want to do, man. They have the Icarus also now has that same one for this slide right here. It looks just the same. It looks just the same as this. It's just shortened down. So, oh man, Fernangeles Park. Oh man, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's where that's the other side of the fucking 5 right there. Hell yeah, I know exactly Fernangeles Park, man. We would play at the Sun Valley Park. So yeah, Fernangeles Park is just the other side. A1A Valley, let's go. Hell yeah. What the fuck? This is fucking tight, man. This is crazy. People tapping in from the motherland, A1A. That's cool as shit, man. Casey del Castillo, damn. It says Tony Coach is there. Damn, that's fucking cool. Oh, Norm, hell yeah, dude, Norm. We were in Sun Valley at that time when that fucking earthquake in 1994 was crazy, especially all the aftershocks after. That was insane, dude. I thought like a car fucking crashed into our house or some shit. It was insane waking up in the middle of the night with all that fucking shaking going on. Yeah, I remember that 1994 fucking earthquake. Jimmy, you wasn't alive yet. Yeah, man, I'm 38, man. I was born in 87, so I'm I'm a little up there. 38, so yeah, I remember that shit vividly, man. That was one of the most craziest events we had, cause that shit woke us up in the middle of the night, and not just that, the aftershocks that happened after was fucking crazy, dude. Like, shit was just fucking rattling and shaking after, rattling and shaking from, all the aftershocks. So, hell yeah. Tony's an 87 baby too. Hell yeah, dog. That's fucking cool as shit, man. That is fucking dope ass shit. That's cool, man. Getting fucking. Damn, and then Norm is from, oh no, I thought he said he's from Granada Hills. I was about to say, what? That's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, the ground and fucking, even right there by like where the 118 was at, that whole fucking bridge fell and shit like that. They changed the whole construction building code after that because of the fucking, because of that Northridge earthquake. The whole building code got changed because of that. So it's pretty fucking crazy how, how that fucking earthquake impacted a lot of shit. And then Wade said he was in Van Nuys for the earthquake. Damn. That is fucking crazy, man. I mean, a lot of people tapping in from the valley, man. That is fucking dope. I don't have an IG right now, Tony. I do gotta make one though, because I'm trying to make some more content and shit. And so yeah, no, I do gotta make an IG, man. I really do, man. Wade was in Van Nuys for the earthquake, man. So see, you remember, man. Remember how crazy that shit was, man? All the aftershocks after and everything. Oh, man, it was a fucking crazy ass time. Tony, subscribe. Hell yeah, you subscribe. Good looking, my boy. I appreciate that. Good looking out. Thanks to anybody and everybody who's tapping in tonight and fucking, subscribing and liking. That's cool. Tony, I grew up in Pacoima. Oh man, we're like neighbors, dog. That's fucking cool, man. My brother-in-law's from Pacoima. He's not from there, but he grew up in Pacoima, and he's also out here in Austin too, man. That's fucking cool, man. That's cool, man. We're neighbors. We probably like fucking, I'm sure we probably fucking passed each other, maybe once upon a time and shit. That's fucking cool, man. That is fucking cool, man. Neighbors. He grew up in Pacoima, I grew up in Sun Valley. That's fucking cool, man. Isn't Karate Kid Cobra Kai based in the Valley? Yeah, it was, man. Says I was surrounded by the Vaughn Street gang. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's pretty crazy, man. That's fucking cool, man. People tapping in from the Valley. That's fucking badass, man. Yeah, that whole Karate Kid was all like, Granada Hills and like Northridge and shit like that. So it's pretty, that's just pretty cool to see, to see them bring all that Karate Kid stuff back. Because especially when, because they're filming over there too. So like they'll film and I'll be like, oh shit, North Hollywood. Oh shit. It's fucking cool, man. Tony Lopez. I've been all over Pacoima, San Fernando, Silmar, Tonga. Damn, that's cool, man. That is dope. Yeah, man. I've been to all those places too, man. It's cool, but yeah, no, I miss Cali, man. We've been out here in Texas for since 2018, so it's been a while, man. Jimmy says he gets his ammo from Burbank. Do you get it from the store that's like on fucking what is it, like on Magnolia or something like that? Cause I remember there was this gun store that we would get our ammo to. It was like on Magnolia or something like that. It was like this small little place. Damn, I forgot the name of it, but I'm pretty sure that's probably it. Cause there's not really too many places in Burbank that have that have gun stores and shit. He says yes. Yeah, that's fucking cool, man. What made you guys move? In all honesty, like on some real shit, when we're looking at the houses over there, cause I'm a construction dog, so I just wasn't comfortable with paying fucking $500,000 for a house, $600,000 for a house. And I seen how much Texas was blowing up, and it's blowing up now. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take the risk. And we took the risk, and it's fucking paid off. So, hell yeah. That's what made us move out here to Texas, was just how fucking the prices of houses were in California. $600,000 to try to get like a condo, in like Santa Clarita, or even a house out there, 600,000. No. I wasn't comfortable with that, so that's what made us get out of there. So there's like 3 gun shops on Magnolia. Damn. It's probably like that now, because I remember shit back in like, 2000, 16, 17. There was probably only like one of them there on Magnolia. But then again, I could be wrong, but I only know of one that was on Magnolia, and that was like the biggest one, because everybody knows about that. Damn, I wish I could fucking, I wish I knew the name of it. See if I could look it up. So I came up on the condo, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car garage for 300. Damn, yeah, that's a come up right there. Cause it's like they overpriced the shit out of all the houses out there. It's insane. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, out here in Texas, man, got like a mini mansion out here for fucking, when we bought it for $250. So I'm happy. Now I don't have to worry about fucking ever moving again or anything. But yeah, that's what brought us out here. Just fuck, man. Just didn't like the fact of how fucking houses were just fucking overpriced, man. It was insane. Yeah, like Norm is saying, man, overpriced. Simple as that, man. Says it is what it is. If I didn't have my daughter, past relationship, I would have left too. Yeah, man. There's, I hear that, there's a lot of people want to just get the hell up out of California, but they have like, they have children or their businesses or family out there. It's crazy. It's crazy how many people from California, are out here in Austin. It's pretty insane. There's a ton of people. Well, yeah, no, I feel for you, man. I feel for you, but California does, it still has fucking that bomb ass weather, man. You can't beat that California weather. California got like the best weather overall. They got that fucking chill ass fucking 80-degree weather, man, all day, every day. Can't beat that. Not to mention they got that fire out there. So which kind of sucks. Like, you know, you can get your CCW out there and you can just fucking walk into a fucking shop and walk out. I mean, you can do that out here, but it's a little different because if they pull you over and you got, you know, if you have some flour on you or some shit, they're gonna give you some shit. Like, they're gonna try to lock your ass up. And I don't think it's the same in Cali like that, you know, since it's been fucking legalized. I don't know. Well, I don't know what, I mean, you guys are out there and you guys carry, like, you know, let's say you guys are carrying and you get pulled over while smoking in Cali. Has that ever happened? Curious. Until lambs become lions, said Sig. Yeah, if you don't want your gun going off like a jack in the box, damn. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah, man, Sig. Everybody got that. Everybody has a pretty interesting opinion on Sig. It's yeah, it's pretty funny. But hey, it's all good because shit, if my Sig were to go off me and hit me in the leg, I'd be fucking pissed too, man. I would not stop talking about it. So, oh man, fucking Sig. But until lambs become lions, would you carry a 365 though? Would you? Do you think it's safe? Oh, you put the laughing. Oh shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that as a no. You don't think the 365 is cool? That's cool. That's all good. I says yeah, nah on the Sig. Oh shit. That's all good. It's all good. What do you prefer, SFC, MMA? You prefer like a Glock or Springfield, Taurus, Ruger? What do you got? Okay, so got a question for everybody. So if you guys don't like Sig, what do you guys prefer? And what do you guys prefer for carry? Says he called me out so fast. Nah. We all just right here shooting the shit. CZ and Glock. Yeah. Says, no, I wouldn't carry a 365 just because of the 320 scared me away from the Sig forever. Nah, man, and that's totally understandable. That's totally understandable. What are you comfortable carrying? Jimmy, yeah, hell yeah. CZ and Glock, fucking Jimmy, man. I gotta give me ever since you guys been talking about the CZs, that's when I've been looking at them more, so. Hell yeah, good looking on that info. Jimmy and a couple other homies like that. Cause I know my brother got the CZ and he's always talking about that shit, so it already got my fucking ears perked up now. I was fucking, like I was saying earlier, I was looking at that new that fucking CZ Shadow 2 compact. Oh man, that shit is so sweet. I love all metal fucking, I love all metal guns. You know what I mean? By metal, I mean the aluminum frame, because they all seem to go fucking polymer now. Smith & Wesson and HK. Okay, those are good choices. And then PSA micro daggers have been really cool, or the 43X, sexy little guns. Yeah, I agree. I also got a 43X myself. Yeah, I agree, man. Those 43Xs are sweet, man. I like them. Let me ask you a question though, SFC. Have you had any light primer strikes on your 43X, or have you heard of anybody who's had any light primer strikes in their 43X? because I've been experiencing mine every like other mag, and I just went online just for curious, you know, shits and giggles, and I seen there's like the whole fucking Reddit thread of people saying the same stuff on how they're, you know, they purchased a new 43X and they're also getting light primer strikes, and how they had to send it back to Glock, and how Glock is acknowledging it and sending them, you know, return labels like immediately. So have you heard anything about that? Just kind of curious, cause I probably have about, you know, north of 1,000 rounds on my 43X, and I'm getting light primer strikes. It's fucking weird. Tony says he had to get rid of his 43X, too snappy and the trigger too heavy. I know I could have upgraded, but I don't want to do all that. Yeah, man, the little 43X is snappy, man. It really is. It's cool. It's cool as shit. You know, I like the fact that it's small and you can carry that shit. You know, it's real concealable, but it's just snappy. That's like Tony is saying, man. That thing is just snappy. Says I don't have none on my end personally, but I assume what would potentially happen to me. Bummer. Yeah, I hope it don't, but yeah, it was just a curious question, because you know I know it's happened to me, and you know I went on Reddit like I was saying, and I seen a whole thread of people just talking about that same exact issue. So Christopher Davis says the 48 was much better. Yeah, I think, you know, because the 48 has that longer slide, so you don't feel that snap as much. Yeah, it's no, my 43X is not stock. It's I've upgraded it. I got you know, new slide, and well, I only upgraded the slide in the barrel. I got a ported barrel on the 43X because, like how Tony was saying earlier, that shit's just a little too snappy. So I had got that ported barrel from AIM Surplus, and it really does help. That thing, now when I have the ported barrel on there, it's just so much better, so much smoother. And yeah, I was even getting light primer strikes on the original, you know, the original fucking Glock, the original Glock slide. So I know it's not slide related, so that's why just a little bit curious on that. Oh, my name is Jonathan. Yeah, my name is Jonathan. So nice to meet you, Tony. Are all the internal? Yeah, they are. I took them all. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I took out the internals from the OEM and I put it in the other one I had, and it runs exactly the same. You know, it'll run perfectly one mag. You know, it'll run perfect. You know, out of my 15 round. You know, it'll run good out of my 10, and then I'll slap a new mag in there and I'll get fucking a light primer strike. And then the whole mag will run, and then I'll put another mag in there and it'll get light primer strike. And then I'll run, you know, 2-3 mags and then nothing. So it's a little, yeah, it's a little weird how it's not something that's consistent. It'll just happen out of nowhere. It says you might need to change the weight on your springs. Reason for the light primer strikes. Yeah, I had just in that's exactly what I was thinking too, and that's when I had ordered two heavier springs from NDZ. So I was reading, I guess the Glock comes in at like 4.5 or so, or 5, something like that. Don't quote me on that. But the ones that I got now, they're heavier. I got one that's 6 and 6.5. So I'm thinking it is that spring, because you know the firing pin and everything, it's all Glock. It's all original OEM. So that's why I just can't. And I was thinking, you know, yeah, maybe it's the slide, but I put the other OEM slide back together and the same thing kept happening. Same thing, all Glock, all original, everything. So that's what that just kept scratching my head. But I'm thinking it's that spring, like Tony was saying. That's what I'm thinking, because I've shot it a lot, and you know, maybe because of that fucking, you know, because of the snap, could have caused something internally. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm also thinking it has to do with something to do with that spring. Jacob Morum says, I sold my 19 and 43 for the Shadow System guns. What's your what's your opinion on that trigger on the Shadow Systems? Do you think it's better than the Glock? I mean, I've heard otherwise, but what's your opinion? Which gun? The ones with the primer strikes was just a 43X, and I was thinking maybe it was the slide, but no, I even put everything back together on the original OEM, and same issue. I had light primer strikes on the original OEM Glock. So yeah, that was just my little head scratcher. Uh, Gascalo says I wouldn't have shot anything not a CZ. Oh no, I wouldn't have shot anything that's not a CZ. Okay, okay, that's it's more higher end right there. Yeah, no, CZs are cool, man. CZs are fucking really, really dope, man. The compared to the 4-inch trigger, but the actual face I prefer over the performance. You know what? Why didn't I? Well, you know what? You learned something. Yeah, I didn't think of the firing pin, and the reason is because I'm thinking, hey, it's Glock. This shit ain't never gonna wear down, especially only after like just north of like 1,000 rounds or so. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take that into consideration, Tony. Maybe it was the fucking firing pin. So yeah, as soon as my springs come in on Monday, I'm gonna fucking run it. And if it's not the spring, I'm gonna go with the firing pin. And if it's not the fucking firing pin, then man, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just fucking part it out or something and just fucking scrap it and just start on something new. But I'm guessing it has to do with either the firing pin spring or the firing pin itself. So I'm gonna take that into consideration, Tony, for sure, for sure, for sure. Look into the Johnny Glock's 4311 trigger kit that he came. All right. I didn't know he had that for a 43X. Okay. The Ironside Army says the president of my gun club convinced me to put a lower power striker spring on the 19. I use it for competitions. I had so many light strikes. Next day at competition, I put OEM springs back at night. Yeah, see, that's what's kind of puzzling me is that I didn't change anything out. It's like all original OEM. So that's why, like, I could understand, like, if I was getting, like, stovepipes or, like, you know, light primer strikes all the time, then I'd be like, oh, shit, my thing's out of battery or whatever. But it's just, it's just one of those where it's just happening just fucking, randomly pretty much. And I hate the fact that it'll run perfect. Like I can slap a mag in, it'll run perfect. Slap another mag in, it'll run perfect, and then boom, I'll get a light primer strike. Like what the fuck, man? I'll run it again, and then I'll run it again, and then boom, one more light primer strike. And then shit drives me insane, cause I like to fucking run these things quick, and just to get those fucking, them stupid fucking strikes, it's like, ugh. I mean, you guys know, you guys been there. I think he did it to sabotage me and add time to my runs. He was probably hating, man, because you're probably shooting faster than him, shooting more accurate and shit. Yeah, but no, man, I'm gonna have to, Yeah, I didn't know Johnny Glocks has a 4311 trigger. I'm gonna have to look that up. I was even, you know, speaking of the Johnny Glocks, I looked at a video and I was even thinking it had something to do with, you know, the trigger crucible needing to be fucking, you know, curved up a little bit or curved down. And I'm over here thinking, you know what, maybe I should, I even tried to fucking like bend it a little bit and I ended up breaking my shit. Yeah, like a dummy, I'll admit that. So I had to replace the whole fucking trigger again. But luckily I was able to find the same exact, Glock OEM trigger. But yeah, I've tried I've tried a few different things already. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up getting a new firing pin for it if this springs doesn't work. But I'm almost certain that these springs will work. Balacalva. Badger, do you like Sig over Glocks? Me, um, I, man, I'm split between the two. I like Glock and Sig, but in all honesty, I probably just like the Glock maybe just a little bit more. You know, I like I like the fact that these are modular, but I love the fact that you can pick up a fucking Glock and it's gonna work every single time. Every single time. It's like, fuck, man. Right now, Sig just has that reputation. It's like, shit, you don't know. Tony, hey, it was nice to meet you, Tony. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for subscribing, man. I'll definitely catch you on the next one, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Hell yeah. SFC says, I'm praying on that for you, bro. Hell yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'll take any prayers, man, for my fucking 43X, man, for real, because I love it, man. I really love getting out there and just practicing and getting out to the range and, just to have, a light primer strike like that, it's just so frustrating, man. Balacalvo Badger says, I wouldn't carry a Sig, although the 365 is way better than anything some compact Glock has. Damn, you think so? I don't know. I like we're talking about the 43X. Other than the fact of me getting light primer strikes. When you put the 43X next to your 365X, they're very, very comparable in size. They're almost the same size. Out of the box, this is 12, and then out of the box, the Glock is 10. But you can you can get your PSA 15 round mags or what have you. But as far as like, size wise and stuff, this is a little bit smaller than your 43X. Yeah, but the 43 isn't double stack. Try the recoil spring. You know what, Balaclava, I have one, two, three different recoil springs. I have the original. I have one it's another heavier weight, and then I have one that's a lighter weight. And I mean, I've slapped them all on, and I haven't had any problems with it. So, I mean, recoil spring, because I have a heavier one and I have a lighter one, and then I have the original Glock one, like the one that came with the 43X. So yeah, I've tried all three of the springs, and I mean recoil springs, and I don't think it's that, because they're all going back into battery, perfectly fine. It's just the light primer strike is the only thing that's I'm just not understanding. SFC says he remembered a sketchy 20 round mag came in for his 43X. Seems to only want to hold 19 instead of the full 20. Praying my gun doesn't fucking explode. Oh shit, damn, that sucks, man. It won't fit the full 20 in there. Shit, try unloading it and then reload it again, man. Maybe just, you know, maybe it's just that little spring just being a little fucking finicky. Might be the firing pin then. And that's another one that I was thinking of too. So I got new I got heavier fucking heavier trigger springs, because what I was reading Glock, they come with a 5 pound, so I got me a 6 and I got me a 6.5. So I'm banking on the the trigger, the trigger spring. I'm thinking that maybe I probably just wore it the shit out. It says the spring feels weird. I'm gonna keep loading and unloading like you said. Yeah, cause like you were saying, I had the same little issue with my 21 rounder. These come also with the 21 rounder, and I had the same issue. Like I when I first got it out the box, it would only let me put 20 in there. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I unloaded the whole shit and then retried it again, and sure enough, yeah, that whole when I did it the second time, that last 21 rounder went in there perfect. So yeah, no, yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I feel for you. I hate that shit. It's like, what the fuck? This is a 20 rounder. Why only 19, man? Fucking bastards. But yeah, that's Mag Balakaba is saying it, that's another thing that I'm gonna go to next if these if these trigger springs don't work. I'm gonna definitely go with the new firing pin. I was looking at they have these enhanced firing pins that give you like, just give you a little bit extra length. So what Holosun is that? I got the 407 COX like 2 weeks ago. This one is I think this one is also the 407. It's just just a regular red dot. It's not one that it may even be a shit. It's just the one the regular. It's not the one that you can change the MOAs. The different sizes. It's just the one regular size, one solid dot. Yeah, no, it's not the donut. It's just the regular solid dot. And it's not the smaller one. It's the little bigger one. I think it's like the 5 or 6 MOA. Yeah, and then on this one here is where I have, the real small dot, which I like. I like this one here. I like the real small dot. I like them both actually, but this one here is a bigger dot. It's a bigger dot than that one. And yeah, it is the 407K. The 8, the 8 MOA. Oh, that is fucking dope. Yeah, I think I have a 6. I think I have a 6 MOA on my Glock 19. It's a green dot. It's pretty fucking sweet, man. RMR pattern for me on my dagger. Oh yeah. Yeah, daggers are sweet, man. I like Glock cones. Yeah, and especially PSA makes some really good stuff, man. So yeah, that dagger is sweetness. How do you like your 407? How do you like do you think the dot is nice and crisp? I like it. I like this is a lot more crispier than that one. I could turn this on to the highest setting, and it's a Sig, that Romeo Elite. It's supposed to be elite, but it's not really elite. But yeah, I just got it just because it was all Sig. I just try to keep everything all, the same brand for now. But yeah, this one is this is a bigger dot, and it's just a lot more crispier and brighter than this one here. So yeah, if anybody's thinking about a red dot, on their RMSC, go with the Holosun for sure. Just spend that extra, couple dollars. Get the Holosun. Says I got astigmatism, so the donut is good because it just. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have the ACSS on my Glock 43X, and it has that same donut. It has that same donut around it with the little, with the dot in the middle. So whenever you move it, if you see the circle, then you know that your shot's not gonna be straight. But if you don't see the circle, that's when everything is like lined up. Yeah, that that ACSS is that's pretty cool, man. I like it. It really helps with the aiming too. Like you can just fucking bring it up, and if you see that circle, you know you're not straight, and you just adjust it a little bit, and once you see only the dot, then you're good. But for dots, Holosun. I like Holosun. Just something to start out with. Eventually, there's other brands like Trijicon, and you can go with something more higher end like that. But for me, for Holosun, I've had these things for, man, 3 4 years already, and I've never, not even once, changed the battery, and it holds zero. So I like it works. It works very well for me, and every review I see on it, it's nothing but positive. I don't think I've ever seen a negative review on any Holosuns. The donut is a 32 MOA. The ACSS is like 160 MOA circle. Yeah, the ACSS, it's cool, man. I like it. It says the Romeo X enclosed. Yeah, that new Romeo X, that thing is sweet, man. I like enclosed sights. I just think they're a little too pricey, but I like them. I think they are sweet. They are really sweet, especially that new Romeo X, man. I like the way how it looks. It looks fucking like real rugged and shit. That shit looks like you can fucking drop it off a building and it ain't gonna fucking, like, the glass ain't gonna crack. So yeah, no, that's a good choice, fucking Dominic. Yeah, that's a real good choice. Hell yeah, if we had the money, we'd all get. Yeah, see, man. Yeah, and like I don't know, man. I don't know about, like, spending 500 on a Trijicon. Like when I had went and got my when I got my Glock 45 MOS, I seen that's when I first seen the prices of a Trijicon. I'm like, god damn, 500-600 bucks. I'm like, you know what? This Holosun SCS sounds a whole lot better. 350, and it works, and I don't have to ever change the battery. Yeah, yeah, I don't know about that. $500. I also got the Holosun SCS. It's a direct mount for the Glock MOS system. That one is sweet. That thing, the dot on it is just so much cleaner than even this one or that one. Yeah, so that SCS solar little system, it is dope as shit. I'm glad, I'm glad I didn't get the Trijicon, because I probably would have been pissed knowing that I spent fucking $500 you know, on an optic for a firearm. This is going chill inside of my fucking, chill inside of my safe. Cause I don't really carry the 45 too much. I carry more of the 19 and 43X. So yeah, I mean, if I was carrying it all the time, then I wouldn't feel bad. But if I'm gonna, get something to know that it's just gonna stay there in the safe, then yeah, I probably don't want to spend that much. Have you seen that EOTech red dot? It's badass. Oh shit. Is it a is it an EOTech like like for an RMR as well, or RMSC? Cause no, I haven't seen that. In fact, I'm gonna look that up right now. Marek von Crew. Is that a 365X and an X macro, or is that an X macro and a fuse? No, this here is a 365X, and this is the XL. And the frame is an Icarus macro frame, and this frame is a Wilson Combat frame for the X macro. So they both actually hold 17. And so yeah, this is the X, and no, that's not the fuse or the macro. That's actually the XL. It's just you know, a few little changes to it. This is oh, so it is an RMR. Okay, and you say it's ass, huh? Okay, cool. Then I don't feel bad. The EOTech red dot. So what do you Marek von Crew? What do you, are you familiar with the 365? Do you have one? Would you buy one? Would you carry one even? Put the X slide on the Icarus macro frame and get a Radian ramjet for it. If oh yeah, I know. That's yeah, man, I got let me see if I can move this a little bit so I can show you how I got ports on this thing. You can see the port of that. So it's pretty similar, you know, in recoil to the fucking with the X macro. So it's pretty similar with them ports. But no, to your point, yeah, no, I that's definitely something that I want to get. I do want to get that Radian ramjet. And yeah, that's the reason why I got this frame here too, because, you know, eventually I was gonna get that ramjet and just fucking slap them, you know, switch them, and just see how they run. Man, man, don't get me started about those proprietary mags, let me tell you. Cause dude, I spent fucking $70 for that 21 round fucking that X macro stick that they have that comes with the fuse. I spent fucking $70 on that thing. It's like, fuck, man. Why do why do their mags have to be so expensive? And even these ones here, these 17 rounders, they're going for $49.99 regular price. It's like, fuck, man. Why can't other people just make their mags already? It's like, why is it only Sig that makes those mags? It's like, fuck, that'd be dope if, like, you know, fucking Magpul would make them, or fucking Medgar would make them. Yeah, it says those ports do a little, but the Radian feels like a totally different gun. I bought the ported one first, and someone told me about the Radian. Feels like shooting a 22. Yeah, no, that's what yeah, that's what everybody says. So no, I definitely want to get that Radian. But even when I shoot this one right here, this one also feels like a 22. So yeah, when I shoot my 22 and I shoot this, I look at myself like, dog, what the fuck? What is the difference? And I honestly think it's because of the weight, you know, the weight of the frame, and, you know, even the port. So yeah, man, when I'm shooting this at the range, everybody even asks me too, like, what are you shooting? It's loud, but it doesn't have no recoil. And I think it's thanks to that frame. Ironside Army says, my 365 mags are rusty. Oh shit. Oh, you know what, actually? I totally forgot. I want to show you this one over here. So it's getting, I get these little speckles, right? I'll get these little speckles, and they look a little bit, you know, they look a little bit like rust, and I'll get them on the other ones too. But it's not anything that's gonna mess. It's not something that's affecting the metal. You get what I'm saying? It's just, it's something with the finish, because I could drop this thing all day, and not, this ain't gonna break. I don't have to worry about like the integrity of the metal on this, because I know it's just, you know, it's just the finish. So nah, I get what you're saying. Like, you know, I totally get what you're saying. Like there's this little, like these little fucking little speckles. Yeah, you get little speckles on them, and but nah, it's not something that's gonna mess. It's not something that's messing with the integrity of the metal for sure. And yeah, like Marek is saying, Lil Russ never hurt nobody. But yeah, no, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff online where they're saying, you know, your 365 mags rust out, they rust out, and I mean, I can see why, but I just don't feel like it's rust from. I don't feel like the metal is rusting out. You know, I feel like it's something to do with the finish, or even something that's getting on that finish that's causing that. But it's not the metal itself. The integrity of the metal is, you know, it's 100% intact. This is right, but just for $60 for just, it's crazy, man. That the price for the magazines, it is insane. You know, $49.99 for a fucking magazine. You know, where everybody else is selling them for fucking, you know, 25 bucks, $30, you know, normal price. Sig is selling them for double the amount. So yeah, that is, it's, you know, yeah, insult to injury, man. Fucking Sig. But we still go and fucking buy them. It's crazy. I will say yes, as amazing as the 365 platform is, the Canik MC9 Prime is fucking amazing. Shoots like a dream. There was one gun I'd trade for my Sig, and that's that. Oh shit, yeah, man. I've been every time I go to Academy and try to get one, they're fucking sold out. Every single time, and you can't even get them online, because even online they're sold out. Yeah, that's that Canik MC9 Prime is one that I've been looking at. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty cool. How, yeah, I was thinking the same stuff. And it's pretty cool too, because, you know, they made that Canik just to go after the fucking Sig X macro. So it's almost like, you know, it's almost like the same size as, or it is the same size as their X macro too, which is cool. But it just has a lot more features to it, especially that trigger on it. Oh man, Canik triggers are just known for being fucking dope ass triggers. So yeah, no, I totally, I look forward, you know, to those as well. It says Academy won't stock them in your store. You gotta go to your larger. Same thing with the Hellcat Pro. Yeah, well, shit. The one that I have from my house, the Academy that's right. You know, and it was on the shelf for like 2 days, and then it fucking sold out. So I had just missed it. But yeah, no, the academies are getting them in the local gun range. No, I even tried that. I went to there's this other big store out here in Cedar Park, and I've been going to them like every week, and they're fucking, they're even getting annoyed. No, only the fucking YouTubers have them right now. Only the YouTubers have them right now. I'm like, God damn, man. You guys need to step your fucking game up. But no, I've been to a few, a few fucking gun stores around here and just can't find them. And even the gun range that I go to, they don't even have one. But no, everything that every single review that I see on it, I'm like, God damn, I gotta get that shit. I want to get that thing, man. That fucking 3 little ports that they have on the front is fucking sweet. Ironside. I'll catch you later, Ironside Army. Have a good one, man. Enjoy that ice cream with the wifey, man. Enjoy that. Have a good night, my bro. Coop says a G45 is my everyday carry. I can't say I'd change that up for a while. Oh shit. No, that's a great choice, man. Is a great choice. I carry my Glock 45 every now and then. Most of the time my Glock 45 just sits in my safe, but it's cool because I've always wanted, that little 19X. I've always wanted the 19X, but then the 45 MOS came out, all black. I'm like, oh shit, that's the one I want, especially with the front slide serrations and shit. Yeah, that's like, I like that because I've always loved the fucking 19X. So, the 45 is the same thing as the 19X. It's just painted black, so yeah. CR920XP. Oh shit. All I can say is Palmetto State on your Smoky Mountain demo. You get it eventually. Oh shit. They have them in stock. Where you located? Marek? I'm in Texas, so shit, everybody out here is a collector. Everybody out here is always just fucking buying all the cool stuff, so it's kind of hard to keep them on their shelves. At least the cool stuff. You can find 19s and shit all day, every day, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's why it's hard to find one of them new fucking Canics. Because, they'll get them in and they'll stay on the shelf for like a day or two the most, and boom, sold that. He's from Georgia. Oh shit, that's fucking cool. In Georgia, huh? How do you like your CR920? How do you like yours? I mean, same thing as the fucking, it's the same thing as the fucking 19X. But I mean, what do you what's your opinion on that Because I've heard, a few reviews and stuff where, dudes are saying that the Shadow Systems trigger is not as good as Glock. Like, what's your opinion on that? Do you think that Shadow Systems trigger is better than Glock? Coop says, I'm saving to purchase a Stealth Arms Platypus or something relative if I have it. Damn. That's fucking dope, man. What about that Lugo alien gun? That I heard I seen a review from Brandon Herrera. I don't know, was it Brandon? No, I forgot who it was, but they were shooting that fucking that Lugo fucking alien gun. That with the Remus. That thing is insane. That thing has fucking zero fucking recoil, man. Zero recoil. The alien Remus. Yeah, that is crazy right there, man. That's yeah, that'd be dope to have one of those motherfuckers in the safe. Yeah, oh yeah, like I'm saying, that's just a straight safe queen. Like, you know, you'd get that and just fucking show off to the homies every now and then. Like, look what I got, motherfuckers. You ain't got this. Yeah, I wouldn't even feel comfortable taking that alien out to the range. Fuck that. It's not a G19X clone, it's a 43X clone, slimmer frame, like the X macro trigger or normal. Okay. This is my Platypus is getting made right now. So fucking excited. Damn, that's fucking dope, man. That's fucking dope. Yeah. Hey, much props to you, man. Those if you got a platypus getting made for you, that is fucking sick. How much what is what is like what are those how much do those usually hold? Like, 'cause I've never like seen any of them like platypus. Like, what is it, like a fucking like a 15 round or like a 17 round, or what kind of like what capacity of the magazines are those platypus? They take 17. Oh shit. Oh, that's fucking dope, man. That's cool. That is fucking cool. Takes Glock mags. Oh shit, that's dope. No, I mean, like I mean, I've heard of it, but yeah, I'm thinking it, you know, somewhere, you know, in the range of like fucking 10 or something like that. But shit, if it takes Glock 17 rounds, that's fucking cool as shit, man. You know, you can put, you know, full size 17 rounds, or you can put your plus two in there and fucking run 19, 20 rounds. Hell yeah, that's cool, man. I like double stack. Double stack is fucking, that's hey. It's like you go, more ammo is always better. It's like, yeah, you know, 1911s are cool. You know, you can never go wrong with a 45. But yeah, more, to me, more ammo is always better. You know, I'll never talk shit about a 1911 and how it only holds fucking 7. But yeah, I'm a, you know, like Polion Noir was saying, not me, I'm a ammo sexual. I like to have fucking, I like to have a lot of ammo in my mags. It says, I hope they make a 10 millimeter. Oh shit. Damn, you getting a bull barrel threaded on the platypus? Oh shit. Damn. So those are all like custom made, right? Stealth arms, platypus. I'm gonna look that up. Stealth arms, platypus. Oh shit, yeah, huh? Custom 1911 pistols. Oh shit. All right, all right, all right. Yo, what up, Theo? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How's your night going? The platypus. Oh shit, man. That is crazy. You can get this motherfucker built out for you like that. Oh shit. Yo, what up, Theo? How you doing? Just right here chilling, chilling on this cool little Saturday night. Hell yeah, man. Chilling, man. How's the baby? How's the kids? How's your kid? Getting ready for you guys getting ready for Mother's Day tomorrow? Shit, I know we're gonna all be busy, you know, with our significant others. We're gonna be all busy tomorrow. It's gonna be cool. Look forward to it. Yeah, that's cool, man. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, Marek is getting him a fucking platypus made, man. That's fucking dope as shit, man. That's fucking cool, man. You can fucking custom 1911, man. Shit. I didn't know these were custom like that, so that's fucking cool as shit, man. Have yourself a dope ass setup. How long have you been live for tonight? It says, oh shit, it says 112 minutes. Yeah, I just been fucking shooting the shit for a little bit. 112 minutes. Just fucking chilling. Chilling on this fucking cool fucking Saturday night. Yeah, so what is that? Fucking, almost about 2 hours already, man. Coop says you can check out the Perry the Platypus build. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out in a little bit, man. That's fucking I'm gonna check out those fucking platypuses, man. That looks fucking cool as shit, man. Like everything that I'm looking right here on their website, it's fucking badass, man. Damn, you can fucking, you can build out, fucking badass little flash carry. Wow, man, that is fucking sweet. Hell yeah. Good looking out, Theo. Hell yeah, everybody double tap that screen, hit that like, hit the subscribe. Helps for the algorithm for everybody. It says it's staccato quality and performance for half the price. That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I didn't really even know too much about this, man. I heard of the platypus, but yeah, I didn't fucking yeah, I didn't know you can just this is cool, man. Thanks for that info, man. I'm gonna definitely keep this shit. Shit, I may end up getting me one of these one day. Give me a dope ass fucking give me a 1911 built out for me. This is cool, man. I like this shit. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and hit that like, everybody. Hit that like. Let's get that. Let's build up that algorithm. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Much love to everybody. Much love and respect to everybody. Yeah, so for those of you who maybe have just turned in, man, what do you guys think about carrying a Sig daily? What do you guys think? You guys put your trust in Sig? Let me know. Put down below what do you guys feel about carrying a 365 on you? Do you guys have any trust in it? And if you don't, type down below. Tell me how you feel. What do you guys think about carrying a 365? All right, Marek. Appreciate you for tuning in, my bro. I appreciate that. Hell yeah, it was good talking to you, man. Thanks for that info on the platypus, man. I appreciate that. Have a good one yourself, man. Have a good night. Yeah, so but like I was saying, what do you guys, for those of you just tuning in, what do you guys think about carrying a 365? What's your opinion on it? Would you guys carry a 365? Based on all the controversy that's going on with Sig right now. And there's even a little bit of a little bit of chatter, a little bit of chit chat of 365s even having maybe a little bit of issues. Theo says I wouldn't carry a Sig, but I like the looks of them. I'm more of a Smith and Wesson guy. Yeah, Smith and Wesson. That's a great choice, man. Smith and Wesson makes some fucking quality shit. Let me tell you. So yeah, no, if you wouldn't carry a Sig, it's all good, man. But by you carrying that Smith and Wesson, that's fucking dope. That's a good choice. If you would have said like, nah, I'd rather carry a High Point, I would have been like, what? Nah, just kidding. But yeah, no, Smith and Wesson is fucking dope, man. It says, do you know the Gerson Witness 2311 Match X? Nah. Gerson Witness 2311. Let me look that up. 2011 Match X. Oh shit. This looks pretty fucking dope. Yeah, no, I didn't I never heard of that one. Oh damn. So I see this one here has like a front comp on it. Oh shit. Oh, I think I may have seen the video on this when they were like, for the SHOT Show and stuff like that. Oh shit. The Gerson 2311 Match X. Oh damn. That's a dope ass choice, Theo. That is a good fucking choice. Damn, look at that shit. Yeah, I had seen all the other fucking YouTubers do their reviews on it. And oh, there was another one too that I was looking at. It was the Brat. That's the other one that I was looking at. That fucking Gerson Witness 2311 Brat. Dude, I'm a fucking sucker for like, small guns like that. So yeah, oh man, that's cool that you reminded me of that because I was looking at this Gerson 2311 Brat, which is a lot fucking smaller. Yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks for refreshing my memory on that shit. The Gerson 2311 Brat. Oh shit. Says he loves the Brat. Yeah, man. This thing, yeah, I'm a sucker for like little like, fucking concealed carry guns like that. So, oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's something I'm definitely gonna have to fucking put more attention on to. The 2311 Brat. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, that new fucking that new PSA, man. Fucking it's pretty fucking cool how they're, how PSA's coming out with all this dope ass shit, man. That fucking jackal that they have. Oh man. And then, they got their fucking, they got their little AKs and shit like that, but man, PSA is really fucking stepping up their game, man. I get a lot of my rifle parts from PSAs, I love their Rs. I've never ever had a problem with any, PSA parts. So I fucking love PSA, man. I love even their even their fucking 15 round mags for their 43X. Like I know I hear so many people, talk shit about the 43X, PSA mags, not functioning well and all that, but shit, not mine. I love mine. Mine's a fucking work 100% every time. So yeah, no, I fucking love PSA, man. I mean, PSA a great fucking price point. They're not over here fucking just raping people and shit. Like other brands like Daniel Defense and shit. But yeah, they make a good rifle. But yeah, I just wish they were priced a little bit different. But yeah, no, PSA comes in at a fucking that great price point and a great quality too. So you can't beat that shit. You can't beat that at all. Their quality is so. Yeah, and that's why that's why when it comes to rifle parts, I always, get my bolts and shit like that, even barrels from PSA. Fuck yeah, man, I love PSA. The Jackal 3 pistol is insane. Just got to shoot it a few times and suppress really. Yeah, man, I think any, 308 pistol is gonna have to be suppressed because shit, man, they're fucking loud as shit. Even when you go, with like a 5-inch AR pistol, them things are fucking loud. And when you step it up to a 308, oh man, I feel bad for your ears. So yeah, if you're gonna have that that 308 pistol, yeah, you're probably gonna need it suppressed, cause your ears ain't gonna be too happy after that. A 308 pistol, that's fucking, yeah, that's cool, man. That's fucking dope as shit. Portable flashbang. For real. And a fucking portable fucking concussion too, man. For real. Joseph D says, as much as I love my ex macro, just recently moved to a 19, had major light primer strikes in all my ammo and turned me off of SIGs. What? You had light primer strikes? Oh man, that fucking sucks. How many, Joseph D, how many rounds would you say you put in there before you started experiencing any of those light primer strikes? Just a little curious. But man, see, oh man, see, I like to hear about stuff like this. You know, that way, you know, it can keep other people informed, you know, as well as myself too, because I fucking love, you know, the 365 platform. You know, I love it. I like it. I love Glocks too. But, you know, just to get info like this, you know, it's really handy. So tell me more, man. How many rounds have you put in before you started noticing any of those light primer strikes, Joseph D? Kind of curious to know. Damn, that sucks, man. Yeah, I've never had a light primer strikes on any of mine. In fact, I feel like, you know, the trigger on these are just, they're solid. I mean that's my opinion, but yeah, I feel like these are, you know, these are, even when I'm dry firing, I feel like they're nice and crisp every single time. So yeah, if you're getting light primer strikes, you know, type down below. I wanna hear some more about, you know, how much ammo, you know, you've used, you know, even what type of ammo, you know, is it brass case, is it steel case, is it aluminum, you know, is it just regular, you know, FMJs or hollow points. Yeah, I'm pretty kind of curious. But anyhow, what is everybody else's opinion on the 365? Chime in down below. What do you guys think? Is this something you guys would carry with you every day? Is something that you guys would trust every day? Have you guys experienced any problems with your 365, such as, you know, maybe light primer strikes or failures to feed or what have you? You know, chime in down below. Let's hear it. It says, I've been on my EDC for a while, so I've had roughly 10,000. Oh shit. Still haven't. I'm gonna try the Tritium Striker by M Carbo and see if that makes a difference. Oh shit. 115, 120. Okay, that's regular. But still, I mean, 10,000 rounds, right? Shit. That's yeah, maybe you just probably just worn the shit out of your firing pin. Cause yeah, 10,000 rounds is that's up there. I know well, I don't know, but um, isn't there like, I could be wrong, but isn't there like a round count to where you're supposed to change out your like recoil springs and, you know, even your firing pin? Cause I know with Glock, You know, I know with Glock, even, you know, it's recommended that you change out your recoil spring. What is it, like every like 5,000 rounds or so, or some close to that, or Sig Sauer 365. Yeah, that's man, that's unfortunate if you're getting light primer strikes, you know, especially on something that's so, you know, new like that, you know, like your X macro, cuz even, you know, even 10,000 rounds, you know, that's still pretty much fairly new. Yeah, cuz even yeah, cuz I'm reading some stuff here where Sig is saying that you got to replace your recoil assembly spring every 2,500 to 5,000 rounds. And your XL's recoil spring can last for up to 10,000 rounds. So I would imagine, you know, if they're putting a limit of 10,000 rounds on your recoil spring, I could imagine there must be some limit on the firing pin. And I would imagine it'd have to be something within that range. You know, it would have to be something within the five, you know, 5 to maybe 7,000 range. Because if they're recommending that you replace your recoil assembly after every 2,500 to 5,000 rounds, I mean, wouldn't they recommend, you know, their firing pin as well? Hmm, pretty interesting. Because that's only thing, trigger bar, recoil, striker. Okay, striker. Okay. So now I got to the striker part. It says they should last up to 25,000 rounds. And then trigger bar failure spring. Said some users have reported failures around 5,000 rounds. Okay. R. Barnes said he likes his guns. Yeah, for real, man. Ain't none of us want anything to go off by themselves. No, no, no. You know, especially all your sensitive areas. Just imagine you carrying it right there, you know, by your junk, and you just fucking happen to bump a table or something, and bah, it goes off. Yeah, no, that'd be a that'd be a bad day for sure. So what do we? Oh man, it's getting a little late over here. Get ready, get get ready for tomorrow. Well, thanks for everybody tuning in. We're gonna get ready and wrap this thing up. For those of you who aren't subscribed, go and hit that subscribe, hit that like, and gonna run it back tomorrow. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and chiming in and giving their opinions. We got some pretty good info tonight. Well, at least for me, I took some good info in. So thanks again, you know, for everybody chiming in and tuning in. Hope you guys all hit that subscribe and hit that like button, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.